Hello. So let's talk about the 10th and maybe the 11th. Namaste, I wanted to say, and still I say hello. Yeah, the 10th was the day we left Kathmandu, definitively. We rode relatively early since traffic was not too much in the beginning then. And we had to cross a big part of Kathmandu before leaving the city and coming in the greens. So yeah, we oh, by the way, I think I've told this before. Oh my god, there's a gigantic mosquito on my table, like 10 centimeters or something. Okay, it's gone. Oh my god, yeah, it's gone. So yeah, I think like the first half hour, maybe almost an hour, I don't know, it must have been less, whatever. We had the city, oh shit, yeah, whatever. We had the city itself, and in Nepal people drive on the left side of the road. I think I've talked about that one before as well. I am gonna pick that up because that's burning. Hi. Just a second. I cannot pause this. No, I cannot. It's okay. I'm gonna pick it up. Sorry. I'm back. Yeah, so the traffic here is crazy in Kathmandu. It's really, Asia style with India style. For whoever has been in India, there are no rules. People just drive the way they feel is right. At this time of day, we left at little past 8. It was relatively okay. It gets worse after 9, I guess. Good night. And you too. Have a good night rest. My guide is going to bed. Yeah, so it gets worse after 9, but before that it was relatively quiet. Still have to pay attention, of course, but and then afterwards, oh my god, the mosquito is back. I'm not sure if I cannot show this. Wait. Can you see that? Huge. That's not the first bug I see since I've been here. Yeah. Then someone is watching. No, video. All fine. Then after leaving the city, we slowly got into the countryside, and yeah, of course, less and less little villages, but the tent was actually mostly uphill, which meant we did it pretty slowly. Pictures and everything I can show. There's not much else to tell about that. I took my time because I don't want to force it, since I am not trained. But I felt like I did pretty well. My bottoms were completely broken. Still are, by the way, from the saddle. Sarosh promised me to bring this saddle cushion kind of thing, but he forgot, so I'm driving with a normal hard saddle and my own very soft bike pants, which is not of much help. Well, I haven't tried without, so maybe it is, but yeah, it doesn't ease the pain, at least as far as I can tell. Yeah. It didn't rain, I think, or did it rain? That's the night I slept so bad, because in the middle of the night there was a dog starting to cry, and he was crying without a break, and I had to go to the restroom or something. And could not sleep, and I was so frustrated, so I think I slept maybe 5 hours that night. But still, there for that and the pain, It went pretty okay. I did the entire thing, 24 kilometers I think it is. Only really in the end it got very bad. Mostly because of the pain, because uphill was relatively flat uphill, which meant that it wasn't the exhaustion that was most dominant, but the pain on my saddle region was the one that killed it for me. Yeah. We drove by a store, which was a little bit funny for me, which was called, I think, Hitler's fashion, or Hitler clothes Hitler it was called, I guess, something like that. And I don't know why they gave it that name. I didn't ask, but it was funny. Lunch we had maybe halfway, I guess, in a very cozy little roadside restaurant. They had a bunch of garden furniture, which was like fake caved trees. I think they were made of concrete or something, really. But I don't know, the talking in these videos makes me yawn all the time. Seriously, sorry. I don't yawn all day, only when I'm talking in these videos. That's horrible. Yeah, the lunch in itself was okay. It was pretty good. It was a little bit spicy. I had some rice with curry and veggies, since I'm a vegetarian, but I couldn't finish it because it was too spicy. So I had some plain rice with that just to cool it down. And I drink my regular Coke here just for the energy in it, the sugars, I guess, since I don't drink enough and I sport too much here. Yeah. We continued. At that point it was still sunny, and after a while, I don't remember why, maybe it was I was exhausted or something, Saroj was waiting for me, and we eventually were standing there, and it started raining, but at this point not so bad, but hard enough so we wanted to take our raincoat or something. And in that point where Saroj wanted to take his, the rain really started coming. So he was like, oh, I want to drink some masala tea, and I was like, I never say no to masala tea, which is great, by the way. I think I've said this in a few videos now. You should try it. So we sat in this. This house was built on the side of a hill, and next to it I was sitting in the window because I was enjoying the view, and I noticed that there was landslides like next to the building, and the building had like a 10 meters thick concrete fundament, but still I felt like, oh my god, this place is not safe. And at that point the monsoon really came, crazy amount of rain. We had a golf plate roof also in this establishment. How do you say that in English? I'm confused with English, sorry. So yeah, in this place we had a golf plate roof, and the rain kept hitting it. It was almost frightening. Yeah. So we did a power nap. This is where I taught Saroj the word siesta. And I did at least a power nap because I really fell asleep against the window, maybe 20 minutes, I don't know. After which we started again. We continued our road, and yeah, like I said, the road in itself was not that crazy difficult. I really felt like dying there because of the pain in my ass mostly. Sorry for the bad words again. But other than that, it was doable, for some very slippery parts aside, of course. And then we arrived at the last part. There was a crossroads. At this point already the location was signaled. and it was only 3 more kilometers. These ones, according to Saroj, were the hard ones. It's really steep, is what he said. And then we started, and I was like, is it all the way like this? Because this is okay, you know? He's like, yeah, more or less, yeah. But then, oh, the last 1.5 kilometer, I almost felt like crying because everything was hurting, and it was without a break uphill. We passed by a UN Peace Corps training ground or something. I took some pictures there, which is of course a wonderful excuse to take a break, and then continued. And seriously, I've never seen such a big mosquito. Whatever. Sorry about that. And then we arrived. I was not wet or something, but wet in sweat at least. We sat down for a while. This hostess from the hotel was a middle-aged woman, I don't know. Okay. Ah, leave me alone. Do you again take this video? I hope it's fun. Sorry. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, no, I'm a little bit creeped out by this thing. I hope it's nowhere on me. Blah, blah. Fine, whatever. Yeah, so we talked a little bit with the woman. She had a very cute baby, and some other kids, I guess, who helped her out. We drank some masala tea, and then we went to the rooms. I wanted to take a hot shower because I completely cooled down because of the temperature there. It was slower than the ones down, of course, normal. We were 2,100 meters high by then. Yeah, the muscles started to cool down without a decent cool down exercise or something, so I really was shaking, you know, and I wanted to take a hot shower, which was not available. By this point it still was raining, or started raining again, I don't remember. I don't think it was raining in the part between. And there was no hot water because they use solar power, which is something I support, but at this point I was shaking from cold, so I really wanted something warmer. And there was this technician who worked his ass off just to get a gas heater working in a different room than mine, since there was like this one room, I don't know, it was easier or something, I don't know. They did, and I had my hot shower, which was cooking hot, so I had to break every once in a while just to have a little bit of cold water in the mix again, because I think I would have burned my skin if I didn't do that. Yeah. So I had my hot shower and I enjoyed it there. Then afterwards we chilled a bit on the couch. It was almost dark by then, so we could not really go for a walk in the area. But still, it was a nice evening. We chatted a little bit. We watched the Animal Planet or something. Had dinner together. Saroj had his daily portion of Saroj. I had his daily portion of dal bhat. I have no clue what I ate. Yes, I ordered 2 meals: a soup, a vegetable soup, and pasta with noodles with eggs, which was of course way too much. It was at the small portions section, but for me it was more than enough for one regular meal. So that one I consumed. After we had our evening beer, we drink a beer every evening, Saroj and me. We talked a bit more and we went to sleep, and we discussed for the next morning. So that was that day. I don't know. There was not so much special about this day, apart from the fact that I felt like I was gonna die many times. I think that every day up till now, only today was actually better, but still. The day after this one is way worse, but yeah, I'll talk about in the next video. Good night.